Mount Sodom is a hilltop along the southern part of the Dead Sea, Israel. It is a part of the Judaean Desert Nature Reserve. Sodom and Gomorrah were two cities mentioned in the book of Genesis and throughout the Hebrew Bible, the New Testament, as well as the Quran and the Hadith. According to the Torah, the kingdoms of Sodom and Gomorrah were allied with the cities of Admah, Zeboim, and Bela. These 5 cities, also known as the cities of plain, were situated in the Jordan River plain in the southern region of the land of Canaan. According to the Bible story, when Abraham learned of God's plan to destroy the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, he asked God if he will spare them if he can find 50 innocent, godly people. God reassures Abraham that if he finds 50 righteous people, he will spare the city for their sake. Abraham then asked about a lesser and lesser number until down to the 10 people. As God answers, "For the sake of 10, I will not destroy it." After leaving Abraham, God's angel arrived at the gates of the Sodom and Gomorrah, where they were greeted by the gatekeeper Lot. He pleaded with the angels to join him in his house so he could wash their feet and serve them a meal. The angels agreed and went to the house of Lot. After the angels entered the home of Lot, the men of the city surrounded Lot's house. They called to Lot, "Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us so that we can have sex with them." Ay! Bakan pala, delikado pala yun, oh.
May ano kasi, may footprints na.
Oo, may footprints. Malambot pala siya.
Tinry ko kasi.
So, ito siya. Malambot siya, guys. Ito yung sa sulfur na to eh. Makatapak ako doon. And kung sa iba is parang kumunin na siya. Lot pleaded with the crowd to consider, even offering his 2 virgin daughters in place of the 2 visiting men whose angelic identity was apparently unknown to the lustful Sodomites. "Get out of our way," they replied. "This fellow came here as a foreigner, and now he wants to play the judge. We'll treat you worse than them." As the crowd moved to break down the door, the men inside pulled Lot back inside and shut the door. Then they struck the men who were at the door of the house, young and old, with blindness, so that they could not find the door. Malambot siya, guys. Grabe, malambot siya. Yun, oh. Hello guys, and ngayon ay nandito tayo sa Mount Sodom. Yan. And yung nasa likod ko ay si Ate Chin, si Chesatan TV. Yun, oh. The 2 men said to Lot, "Do you have anyone else here, sons-in-law, sons or daughter, or anyone else in the city who belongs to you? Get them out of here, because we are going to destroy this place." The outcry to the Lord against its people is so great that he has sent us to destroy it. After Lot is unable to convince his sons-in-law to leave the city, he fled Sodom with his wife and 2 daughters, encouraged by the 2 angels that the Lord would look after them. The angels first tell Lot to flee to the mountains, but Lot requests that his family go to the nearby city named Zoar to ensure their survival. By the time Lot reached Zoar, the sun had risen over the land. Then the Lord rained down burning sulfur on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of the heavens. Thus he overthrew those cities and the entire plain, destroying all those living in the cities, and also the vegetation in the land. But Lot's wife looked back, and she became a pillar of salt. Early the next morning, Abraham got up and returned to the place where he stood before the Lord. He looked down toward Sodom and Gomorrah, toward all the land of the plain, and he saw dense smoke rising from the land, like smoke from a furnace. So when the God destroyed the cities of the plain, he remembered Abraham, and he brought Lot out of the catastrophe that overthrew the cities where Lot had lived. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah serves as a lesson of the consequences of sin and the wrath of God.
Alin? Nagpicture na yung dalawa. And ito po, gawaan na siya. Gawaan ng salt. Grabe, oh. Biro mo ang ating kinakain, ganyan, dinadandaanan.
Dinadakot-dakot lang ng ganyan.
Tingnan mo kung gaano ka itim dun sa isa. Tapos dito magiging maputi na. Tapos dadaan-daanan ng ganyan. So, yan. So, alam niyo na guys kung anong... yan o.
Kanina ay hindi nakapasok yung aming bus kasi ay hindi kaya ng bus na makarating hanggang sa dulo ng Mount Sodom dahil sa pag-ulan kahapon at mahirap pumasok o baka maaksidente pa kami dahil na ang kaya lang pumasok doon ay yung maliliit na sakyan ng mga cars. Malambot yung lupa, lalong-lalo na yung kanina na pansin nyo na lumubog yung sapatos ko doon sa may kitang-kita niyo yung white, that's the sulfur. So malalamot yung ibang part ng aming tinatapakan, kaya ang sasakyan ay hindi, or yung bus ay hindi nakapasok talaga. We're going now to the next destination, and as you can see that there are lots of structures or mountain formations. So Dead Sea is rich with this kind of structures, and it's so amazing. It's really natural. So guys, just enjoy this great view. It's a long trip, so enjoy this nature.